if you're gonna be successful, you have to be willing to do the things that other people can't do, won't do, or that they are afraid to do. Key number one, develop your mindset. But what is mindset? You know, it's a buzzword these days. You text your homegirl, your homeboy, hey, what you doing? I'm working on my mindset. But what does that mean? Your mindset is the set of attitudes that you hold to. Here's the thing. Our mindsets, they have to be developed. You gotta add something to it for it to grow. Because naturally, if you just go through life, your mindset has been distorted by life. Example, when you're a little kid and you try to do something and you can't do it, what do adults say? Hey, just go try something else. Go do something else. You can do something else. And you go to that thing and you try it and you can't do it, and they tell you the same thing. Just go do something else. Do something until you're good at it. But here's what I realized. In studying massively successful people, the thing that they have in common, no matter the race, no matter their belief system, no matter their sex, they have this one thing in common. They absolutely refuse to quit. Quit just exists in their vocabulary. The great Harriet Tubman said this: I have reason in my mind. There are two things that I must have: liberty or death. And I've determined that I either have to have one or the other. Harriet Tubman decided that, look, like, I'm enslaved now, but I won't always be here. I'm not gonna stay here. Harriet Tubman decided that I am destined to be free. I have a birthright of freedom. So what did she do with that mindset? Even before she was free, she was already free in her mind. She had already purposed in her mind and purposed in her heart that I am destined for freedom. She talks about these dreams when she can see the state line where on the one side of the line was slavery, on the other side of the line it was free. And she said she saw it in her dreams. So in her mind, in her heart, she was already free. And it was this mindset that caused Harriet Tubman to leave that plantation and decide that I am gonna be free or they're gonna have to kill me, but I will not stay a slave. And it was that same mindset that caused Harriet Tubman to have the audacity to go back into slave areas and free other people. And because of this mindset, this made-up mind that Harriet Tubman had, hundreds of people were set free. Your mindset has to be developed. I want to encourage you to spend time reading. Spend time listening to podcasts that develop your mind. Spend time talking to mentors so that you can develop your mind. My book, Gonna Be Successful, the Interactive Student Success Guide, I created these 3 personas regarding success. The first is the wannabe. The wannabe is that person that says, you know what, man, I want to be successful so bad, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. But they start working towards this thing that they say they want. But as soon as adversity hits, as soon as hardship comes, as soon as difficulty comes, they quit before they truly started. And then there's the gotta be. This gotta be is this person that says, you know what? Not only do I want success, I have to be successful because there's some type of necessity in their life. It may be financial. It may be the expectations of their parents. They may be that first person in their family working towards a degree. They may be the first person in their family to truly pursue after success. They feel like, you know what, I don't just want to be successful, I've gotta be successful. I have to be successful because there are people depending on me. I'm dependent on me. But just like the wannabe, they start walking down this path, working toward what they say that they want. But as soon as difficulty comes, hardship comes, now they may last a little longer than a wannabe, but eventually they quit. And then there's the gonna be. This person that says, you know what? I understand that hardship, obstacles, difficulties are only part of the process. I am absolutely, positively gonna be successful, and there's nothing that can stop me. I'm gonna work towards what I want. I don't care who gets in my path, what gets in my path. I'm gonna keep working till I achieve what I want. The wannabe has this mindset. The wannabe says, I have 2 options. Either I succeed or I succeed. Either I succeed or I succeed. Key number 2, discover your gift and develop it. In high school, I had the unfortunate experience of taking a public speaking class. I was terrified. And I discovered that one of these days, I have to get up in front of this class and talk to people. Terrified. So that day came, the teacher gave us the assignment. It was an impromptu speech. She gave us the assignment, and I already had started planning in my little 15-year-old mind, I started planning my final arrangements. I just knew that as soon as I stand up, I'm gonna die. And I thought, you know what? Maybe I could just run out of the class. Problem is, I gotta go talk to my mom, I gotta talk to my dad. I'm gonna die anyway, so I may as well just die in this classroom, right? So I stand up and I speak. And honest truth, I have no idea what I talked about. I don't remember who was in the class. The only thing I remember is what this teacher said to me after I spoke. She said, one day, you're gonna be a speaker. I looked at her and I said, like, I thought this in my mind because I was raised, my mom and my daddy told me, don't you ever talk crazy to adults. Don't you talk back, you do it, we're gonna have some problems. So I thought this in my mind. I didn't really say it, but I was like, that has to be one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. Do you not realize I almost died up there? Like, were you not in here? Maybe you couldn't see what was going on inside of me, but I literally almost died. But today I have the opportunity to speak to young people across the country. That lady saw something in me that I didn't even see in myself. I want to encourage you. This room is full of gifts. I want to encourage you to discover your gift. Figure out what it is. Try different things. Just try stuff until you find it. And when you find it, every opportunity that you get to use it, to practice it, to develop it, take advantage of that opportunity. Discover your gift. Developing your gift, because my favorite book says that your gift will make room for you and sit you before the great. Your gift will make room for you and sit you before the great. It's not who you know. That's not bad. That's good. But it's your gift that will make room for you. Not who your parents are, your family is. It's your gift that will make room for you and sit you before the great. Final key, decide what you want and create a plan to achieve what you want. Imagine this. Imagine getting in your car, or a real life scenario. Imagine this. I just came from Dallas. Imagine me getting in my car, coming from Dallas, and just driving. Just driving, just randomly, I'm just driving, I'm just going about my business. What would happen? If I just drove, I know I'm going to Austin, I know I'm coming to ACC, but I don't have any direction, what would happen? I would get lost, right? If you're driving without a map, well, we don't use maps anymore, I just dated myself. But, so GPS, all right, modern version, GPS. If you're trying to drive to somewhere you have never been before without a GPS, what happens? You get lost. But because I got the address, I put it in my GPS, she told me exactly where to go. See, if you are attempting to be successful, you are attempting to achieve success without a plan, you're gonna wonder and wonder and wonder, and you might land somewhere, but it's not where you wanna land. You have to identify what you want, determine your goals, and create a plan to achieve those goals, and don't stop until you reach them.